Wednesday morning, everybody. This is an inspirational story. In 2017, two 23-year-olds with $4,000 in the bank set out to start their own natural skincare line called 3 Ships. 4 years later, their hard work has paid off as they are now a $1 million company. Joining us this morning is the co-founders of 3 Ships Beauty, Connie and Laura Burget. Did I say it right? Burget. Good morning.
There you go. Good morning.
Good to see you both. Okay, so first of all, 23 entrepreneurs, what gave you the guts to even do that? How did this all come to be?
Yeah, so it all started when Connie and I were recent grads. So I was attending the University of Toronto for chemical engineering. Connie was in school at Queen's for Commerce. And both her and I were huge fans of natural beauty, but were frustrated with how expensive it was and how much greenwashing and misleading marketing was going on in the industry.
Yeah.
So we decided to pull together $4,000 and get started on fixing these problems.
And we started by hand making all products in my apartment kitchen, literally measuring things by the drop. But like you mentioned, fast forward to today, now we're carrying over 1,000 stores across North America, including Hudson's Bay, Holt Renfrew, Indigo, and then also over 500 Target stores and Whole Foods in the US.
That's unreal. And it wasn't, without any challenges, not just as young entrepreneurs trying something new, but also in terms of a health challenge that came your way, Laura. Can you share some of that?
Yeah, the past year has been wild for Connie and I. So at the age of 26 last November, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. And then a year ago, so a week before COVID shutdowns happened here in Toronto, I went in for a 10-hour brain operation. So I owe so much to our healthcare workers. They've done so much for everybody this year, but they have an extra place in my heart. So this is me right after my surgery in the hospital, recovering in the ICU. They were able to take out 70% of the tumor, and I'm doing very well now. It gave Connie and I a real fright. We were the only 2 employees of the business when I was diagnosed. We now have a team of 7. Doing much better. And it's also given us an additional perspective on the business. So because of my experience, we now believe in using our business for good, and we're donating a portion of all of our profits to the Make-A-Wish Foundation here in Canada and in the US, specifically for children and young adults with brain tumors and brain cancers.
Oh my gosh, that's huge. Good for you. And I know you're also supporting other entrepreneurs in that sort of way of creating a forum and giving some exposure. How does that work?
Yeah, so Laura and I know that we're not the only, young female entrepreneurs out there, and we want to use our platform for good. So we have something called our Her Hustle interview series, which you can find on 3shipsbeauty.com. And we interview really inspiring female founders and creators, and it's a bi-weekly interview series. So for the viewers out there, if you know someone who would be a good fit for this series, definitely check out 3shipsbeauty.com and nominate someone.
And you're sweet as kittens, but you landed yourselves in the Dragon's Den. How did it go?
So much fun. We've been watching that show for over a decade, since we were in high school. So it was just a whirlwind and a dream, and everyone was so kind.
Continued health and success to both of you. It's amazing. We wish you the best of luck going forward, and keep in touch, because I think it's amazing what you're doing. I did the same. I launched my own clean beauty line because it's the same reasons. You want clean options out there, and you want to make sure it's as affordable as possible. So good for you for providing more clean beauty options. Love to you both. After the break, the latest Moderna shipment touching down at Pearson Airport this morning as vaccinations ramp up across the province.